Yo, welcome to the My City podcast.
But that's a nice segue. Question for both of you, and let's be as open-minded as possible. Can black people travel peacefully? Or can black people travel in large groups peacefully? And the reason I ask that is because, of course, this is a typical media thing where you don't report all the good behaviour, but the one or two negative occurrences, you report that and push that up. So, obviously people went to Barcelona last weekend. I went back because, of course, I was there for different purposes. Don't say anything else. My boy!
Was it like an event?
Bad guy,
what was happening?
So I remember I saw on Twitter you had seen a couple of black people fighting in crowds. And it reminded me of what happened a few years ago in Portugal where the police...
Some people are still there.
Apparently. Yeah, and then even the time in Ibiza, Malia, when that guy, or was it Miles or something like that, who someone got killed on a party holiday. So, and I brought up this conception, this stereotype that black people can't travel peacefully. Like, what are your thoughts about that?
It's a stereotype, fam. I think the people it's a stereotype. The people that go abroad and they get up to a madness, generally, I'm not saying all the time, will also be the people that do that kind of thing here.
You reckon though?
100%. I know there may be the instances where people get a bit gassed.
Yeah, the sun gets to their head.
Or they're too waved, or they're with their friends or whatever, and they get a bit carried away. But they, in my opinion, will be the minority. I think, like, I know, Hannah, you can add your 2 pence, but I think it is a stereotype that, we make a mistake or we have a section of people that do something, and the media or, the media are very quick to pick this up, blow it up and bucket us all like that. But 100% think, like, the vast majority of people travel peacefully. They have a good time and they, I think, we can travel.
What about you?
I 100% agree, and I think it's just based on your intentions. Like like Sam said, like some people are just mad. Just a foreign type of alcohol makes them think a different way. But just look at these examples. Like, I don't really know too much about these arrests that have happened, but there are people that went on holiday 2 years ago, arrested in some parts of the world, and are still there.
That's nuts,
So just take that as an example, just to be humble. Some people take bad like friendships that have happened in
I
London.
disagree.
You go abroad, you see them, and you want to start something.
I disagree because
you're in someone else's land, different laws. Different rules.
I agree that to an extent. I had a friend who went to Madrid last year. He's one of the best people, like kindest hearted,
What
right?
happened?
And he went to a club, and he wasn't allowed in because we believe he was racial profiled.
That happens,
and he was a bit upset he couldn't get in. And next thing you know, he's getting arrested, and he had to spend time in the pen, in Madrid, and he didn't do anything wrong. And I can say he didn't do anything wrong because he had to wait for trial 2 days after, and the judge herself said the police do this a lot of the time to foreign visitors. So look at that particular situation where a black person's come out peacefully to foreign land, and they've been racially profiled. How do you advise future people who want to travel to?
I mean,
still keep an open mind about
it. Thankfully, that judge was, empathized.
Because it could have been a different kind of judge, and he'd still be there.
You know what I mean? I just think, I say this quite a lot. Like, it's okay to be picky with who you travel with, because I find that with some of these, instances that happen, it can be through someone else's doing. Like, personally, I don't travel with people who don't really know how to control their drink. And I'm saying this from experience because I've had to put 2 fingers down someone's throat.
Because to be honest, if you can't pat your drink here, you can't pat your drink in 40-degree weather, can you?
You have to put 2 fingers down someone's throat.
Tactical, innit?
Yeah,
like
they're
I've
the weakest
had to
links.
Do that and just had to get someone out of someone else's room.
Nah, man, done that. You're a better friend than me, fam.
What would you do if your friend was
you could go check to be a babysitter? No, I would feel too bad.
I don't.
Be picky with who you travel with. I'm sorry, there's nothing wrong with that.
I 100% agree that. I also think, like, there's that aspect of being picky or whatever, but those people will also still want to travel. So those kind of people just need to pattern up, because me personally, like, I remember I was saying before, I feel like the police in this country are bad, they're this, they're that. But you also see police in America or whatever, or different countries they have guns, fam, like out there, fam, like pattern yourself, or it's a madness kind of thing. And also, like I said, with media is profiling us in a certain way. So just know that as much as it's not fair or whatever, that's what they've seen of us, so that's what they think. Like you look at English fans travel all the time,
and they're moving crazy as well, though.
They move crazy. They like we everywhere.
So is it British thing? Like, you know, I saw someone on Twitter saying that. I saw someone on Twitter saying that that's a good thing. Because I saw someone on Twitter say Black Americans don't do it, Black Somalis don't do it, but the Black
English fans are the worst.
So it's a thing where it's a UK thing. Like you get fans who go to Germany, white fans, and they're doing craziness abroad. Yeah. So is it that kind of? Is it something in our air that maybe we're so used to, you know, England being, you know, grey 300 days out of 365 days, that when we get some sunlight 5 days in a row, we start maybe moving a bit funnier.
You mean
abroad.
Black people or English
people in general?
Yeah, it's because they have. I don't know why the word's just flown out of my head. When you have something above someone else, what's the word? Like when you're
a shiny toy.
Superiority.
Yeah,
complex.
it's a long. I
like
don't know.
They think
my
they're
brains.
better. Yeah.
No, but it's just natural. I think because they're white, like genuinely, they're seen as less peaceful. Yeah. People that essentially pump more money into the tourism industry. Anyway, so they could. Yeah, that's why they have the freedom to move like how they do so frequently. But there's loads of videos over the internet. But I just don't think as Black people we should, you know, feel like we have like a warning sign, like, oh, I'm Black, but I'm not going to do anything. I promise.
But what we should do though is, as Black people, is to be like, okay, I know that certain people have already given these countries wrong stereotypes. Let me go to this country when I want to go, and make sure I set a good landmark there. So, for example, if I say if I'm at a bar or my restaurant and I put a tab there, make sure I pay it properly so that they know that in future when another Black person comes, you know, it's not a Black thing where because because remember, to be honest, I don't agree with what they do, but in terms of being understanding, they don't experience Black people on a daily basis. Yeah. They might experience Black person once every year, right? And if that once every,
it's not an excuse.
Of course. If once every year, Black person's coming, someone's being stupid.
Privilege. Sorry, the word came.
If once every year, if once every year a Black person's being stupid, then naturally, I understand why over the years come to pass when a Black person comes to the restaurant, they're gonna have certain biases, right? And whether that's right or wrong, I disagree with it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but it's just what happens naturally, right? Yeah. If you're used to, if you have in a restaurant, Sam, you're cooking the best food, and once a year you see white people come, and every once a year they're being rude, racist.
If it's the same white people, then cool. But if it's, I'm not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but what naturally happens, isn't it? So maybe as Black people, when we go abroad, maybe we can be like, you know what? I understand their biases are wrong, and I don't agree with it. But because those biases still exist, let me do my best to make sure that I don't, you know,
you look after
compound those biases. Yeah.
I hear that still.
That way is better that way is good for a Black community.